What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to anybody who's been here previously. We're back at it again with another NBA video, man. Appreciate all the love and support I've been getting from everybody in the comment section and subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me because, I've been busting my, don't want to get demonetized, but my dairy end on YouTube even before we started this betting portion of the channel. But I really do appreciate all the love and support that I'm getting from all of y'all. It really does mean the world to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular, degular, schmegular guy, you know what I'm saying? Just that loves sports, you know what I'm saying? I've really deep dive into sports my whole life. So, especially with basketball, I'm very, very, very deep in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm all up in it. So, let's talk about yesterday. And, bro, what a good day yesterday. What a good day yesterday. The leans. We're not going to talk about the leans because the leans are things that I didn't really take. But straight up, all the props that we picked, and some of the lean props, most of the lean props hit too. But the main portion of the props that we picked yesterday, if you put this all on one slip, minus Michael Porter Jr., if you put all these stars on one slip, you cashed out. You cashed out, and if you took the highest mark, like 20 points for LaMelo, 20 points for Harden, 20 points for Levine, 15 for Chet, not Morant, he didn't get it. Jalen Green's 20. Luka had 40. Kyrie had 20. Durant had 20. Sabonis. If you took all of those, you cashed out super big. So we did really good yesterday, man. Michael Porter Jr. sold us so bad. And honestly, I'll chalk that up to just bad luck and honestly him just being an ass can. Because let's just be honest. 0 for 6 from 3 doesn't normally happen for him at home. The Nuggets just look really bad. Like I said, I thought they would win this game because I don't think they would want to go down 0-2 at home to start the season. I thought they would play harder. Jokic definitely showed out. Jamal Murray kind of stepped up a little bit. But they needed a third scorer, and Michael Porter Jr. was supposed to be that third scorer from this year, and he flopped, man. We would have been better off taking Aaron Gordon. It looks like he's going to be the actual solid third option since he's more consistent. My boy passed up 2 wide open threes. I was watching. And the commentator said it and everything. Wide open 3, passed it up to Aaron Gordon in the corner for a contested 3-point shot. And Aaron Gordon's a 29% 3-point shooter. Let that sink in. Michael Porter Jr. sold it. Like, if that's the definition of selling it. Like, 9 points, 1 point shy, just like the fucking Donovan Mitchell did. Sickening. But I chalk it up to bad luck. I don't chalk it up to bad betting. Honestly, I don't think it was a bad pick. What I just think is, you take 13 shots in a game, 10 points should be likely. You know what I'm saying? 13 shots, usually a good player hits 5. Not even a good player, an average player can hit 5. So, to be a player like Michael Porter Jr., and have all this potential, and to play a game like he did yesterday is just disgusting. And now let's get to, the Heat Hornets. LaMelo did his thing. Levine did his thing. Chet did his thing again. Morant only had 15. I took the ladder on 20 points on one slip, and it failed me. Heartbreak, but guess what? I'm not mad. He had 16, so he had right over the 15 mark, and also 4 points shy of 20. Can't be too mad about that. John Morant had 10 assists too, so he was dishing the ball. Almada, whatever the hell his name is, he's the one to be watching out for. Rockets versus Spurs. Jalen Green's good for 20 points a game. They're going to bump his line up soon, so if you can see his line at 20, 22 points, take it. Luka 20 to 25, easy. Kyrie 15 20, easy. Durant 15 20, easy. Sabonis, the ladder, too easy. And that's just how you have an easy day betting, man. This is how you do it in NBA to make it as easy as possible in my eyes. Sometimes, you get the short end of the stick with Michael Porter Jr.'s and Donovan Mitchell's getting 19s. But guess what? If you stick to this kind of algorithm of, okay, let me take the minimalistic type of lines for these stars and just project them to have their worst nights, you can cash out more often than not. Like, when you go projecting a star to have their best night out, it kind of is more of a sweat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes more sense. It's more of a sweat. You know what I'm saying? If you're just waiting for somebody to pop off and have the best game of their life. That's why I take these low lines, because I'm basically projecting these players to have some of the worst games or the most average games of their lives. And if I project them average and they go above average, we cash early. If they go below average, We have to wait a little bit, but we eventually will cash in like the fourth, usually, if it's not a blowout. Like the Pacers game was a bad example because that was a blowout in that game. So some lines didn't hit because of the blowout. But we can't project that. There's no way to project a blowout. Blowouts happen in the NBA all the time, but you really can't project them. You really can't. It's pretty hard to. All right, so let's get to today's slate. And today's slate, we're going to a lot of things that we've been going to for the first 2-3 games of the season because why not go to something that's tried and tested and true? You know what I'm saying? We're going to add a couple more, but this, I feel like, should be a layup today. No pun intended. And so let's get right into it. Maxey, 20-plus points. We've been going to that first 2 games. Cash, cleared easy. A lot of people going for his 25-30. And 25 hit the first game. Second game, he only had 24. I like him 20 flat. I mean, they have it juiced now at minus 1,100. But the only reason why I won't take a 25 is because of what happened yesterday. They might focus in on Maxey. If Maxey's off a night, he'll get like 22, 21 points. And he'll still hit the 20. I have whole confidence that he'll hit the 20 because if he doesn't, the 76ers are getting blown out by 40. So they need him to score. So Maxey's definitely scoring. Miles Turner, man, he's a for sure 10 points every game. Especially right now, this matchup. All you guys, Andre Drummond down there. Andre Drummond is decent, but he can't guard the perimeter, especially big men that can shoot. And Miles Turner can shoot. Siakam can shoot. And he's going to have a hard time guarding them in the perimeter. We're going to see them light it up today. I think the Pacers, after losing the way they did, I think Siakam and Turner both get 15 plus. But I'm just taking the 10. It worked for the Knicks game. Even in their worst game when they got blown out, they both got 10. So that's what I'm saying. I'm projecting the worst outcome. They could get blown out today by the 76ers, but they'll still clear that line. And that's all we want. We want those green checks. So the next one is Bucks versus Nets. Lillard 15-plus points or 20-plus points, however you want to play it. I could say take the latter of the 20-plus points right now with the way he's playing the last 2 games. Honestly, when Lillard gets on a roll, he usually stays on it. And Lillard last year, like he said, was out of shape. I mean, I don't think he was really too excited at first to go to the Bucks. I think he wanted to go to like somewhere like LA or Miami. But now I think he's settled in, and I think now he's locked into just championship mode. I think he's just going after it this year. So I like Lillard in the spot, 15-plus or 20-plus points. The Bucks looked a little weak against the Bulls when it came to who's going to be their third or fourth scorer. But I like Lillard in the spot, especially how he's been playing. Cam Thomas, 20-plus points. It's the same thing with the Maxey situation. There's not any scorers in Brooklyn right now. Clearly, Ben Simmons is still the same Ben Simmons. All the stuff he said in the beginning of the season. Oh, when I'm fully healthy, you don't know what I can do. It's looking hilarious. But Cam Thomas is a for sure bucket. 20-plus points easily. And I got boys that are Nets fans, and they're like, Cam Thomas is going to have his best year because there's nobody else there to score. So Cam Thomas, he dropped 40 on them before. And every time he played 30-plus minutes against the Bucks, he has dropped 20-plus points. And so I expect Cam Thomas to show up and show out. Cam Thomas is going to shoot about 20 shots a game. So if he hits 10 of those shots, there you go, 20 points right there. And if he hits 8 of those shots and 2 or 3 of them are threes, there you go. There's your cash right there. So Cam Thomas is for sure throwing up 20, 25 shots this game. And you can guarantee he's going to get 20-plus points in my eyes. And so that's why I'm taking Giannis at 7-plus boards. So he has to hit the 7 boards. I project him to get a double-double easily. I think he gets 20 and 15 easy. I don't want to take his points anymore because they're extremely juiced. I mean, if you want to take Giannis at 25-plus, you could. But I'd rather take Lillard because they're kind of not knowing how to project Lillard right now after his 2 first good games. So the 20-plus is not that juiced anymore. The 15-plus is juiced now. It wasn't juiced before. The 20-plus is a little bit juiced, but you can still find some value if you group it like how this is grouped together. 20-plus for him and Cam Thomas, I feel like would be easy. And Giannis to get 7-plus boards. You can even, my lean is Giannis to get a double-double, you can honestly throw Giannis to get a double-double on this slip, and you'll probably get a lot more value than just the 7-plus boards. But yeah, that's what I like for the Bucks and Nets game. My lean for first two games, 76ers and Pacers and Bucks and Nets. My lean would be 76ers plus the spread, or but plus the spread in a way like 76ers plus like 10. I think they can keep it close with Maxey scoring a lot. And the Pacers just looked really bad against the Knicks, and they don't have a lot of depth. Um, well, actually, let me take that back. Pacers money line. I think Pacers are in a bounce back spot, and this is their first game at home. They played the first game in Detroit at road. They played the Knicks on the road. Let me take Pacers money line. I think that would be a good take right now on the lean. And the Bucks versus Nets, I like the Bucks money line. They did lose to the Chicago Bulls, but the Chicago Bulls have some good pieces, man. Vucevic, they have some solid pieces there. Kobe White, Zach LaVine. Like I said, he's been consistently playing like that since last year before he got hurt. So I don't know why they have his line so low, but Zach LaVine's that guy. So they were playing a decent team. The Bulls are not horrible, but the Nets, they're pretty bad. So I'm gonna take the Bucks on the money line and Pacers on the money line for the first two games. Pelicans versus Blazers. So we already seen this game play out, and the Pelicans won, but in a close game. Looks like the Blazers are basically being that team that's coming through with their young talent and actually showing up this year and keeping games a little bit close. I think the first game was a little bit closer, a little bit more of like the Pelicans not playing their best game. I think this second game the Pelicans step up a little bit more and it's a little bit more one-sided, especially after that game winner by Brandon Ingram. I expect him to have a good game this game again. I think he's going to get like 20 points. I'm only taking the 15. But I do think that Brandon Ingram can definitely get 20 points easy this game, especially like who's guarding him. Let's just be honest. Anthony Simons, and that's his like baby daddy feud. It's Ingram wins that all day. And my next pick will be CJ McCollum 10 plus, or you can take the 15 plus ladder. But I like the 10 plus more, even though it's extremely juiced, just because CJ might go in a passing route and start passing the ball a lot this game. Zion, I project to actually have a really big game. I feel like that block at the end of the game was crazy. But actually, I can say CJ against his old team gets 10 to 15. Maybe even ladder it up to 20 if you really feeling CJ McCollum on a good day. CJ McCollum can splash, and I mean he's used to that court. He played there most of his career, so CJ McCollum 10 or 15 plus, easy. Ingram 15 plus, I believe is an easy play. Zion 4 plus rebounds. That just to me is just a layup right there as well. I feel like Zion is good for 6 or 7 a game. The lowest he does get is 3. So 4, if he doesn't get the 4, we'll probably have him at 3, and then it's going to hurt. But I would never take the 3. The 3 is like a minus 3,000 right now, or minus 1,800, and it wouldn't make sense. But I like him for the 4 plus easily. And then let's go to the next game, Hawks versus Thunder. And my favorite game of the day, which should be everybody's favorite game of the day, is Clippers versus Warriors. This is going to be a great game. But Hawks versus Thunder is my next game. And then I'm going to tell you my leans on all 3 of these games at the end. Hawks versus Thunder, I like Shai to get 20 plus points or 25 plus points. I think Shai's on a tear. He's looking for another MVP caliber season. I think he's trying to get that MVP trophy this year. And I don't think he gets it. I think Luka does take it this year, but I think he's going to be in that conversation again. I think the Thunder are going to be solid like they were last year. And especially with how Chet has been playing, and that's my second pick, is Chet 10 plus or 15 plus points. I think you can take his 15 at this point. Chet has been very consistent. It's looking like they're looking to him as the second scorer right now on this team, him or Jalen. So I like Chet. I like Chet a lot, 10 plus or 15 plus. You can also take him as getting a double-double tonight because the Hawks, Clint Capella can't rebound for nothing anymore. I don't know why. Jalen Johnson's looking like their main rebounder, I think. And I think Chet, you can go for him for 10 plus or 15 plus and also take his rebounds. Or you can take the double-double. I think Chet is good for it. I think Chet, 7 foot plus, yeah, that dude is really going to get it done. And then my next pick on this game is Trae Young, 20 plus points. I think, man, Trae Young gets it done. I mean, they need him to score. Trae Young is a high volume shooter. He's going to get the shots up. Even if he doesn't make all the shots, he makes 8 out of the 23 shots he takes. He gets to the free throw line 4 or 5 times. You're going to get your cash. He's going to hit at least 2 threes a game, 1 or 2. And this game, I don't think will be any different. I think the Hawks keep it close. I don't think they're horrible as a team. They're just not great. And the Thunder are a great team. So it's going to be the Thunder winning it. That's my opinion. Let me finish the props first, and then we'll get to the leans on the last 3 games. But let's get to my favorite game of the night, Clippers versus Warriors. And this is going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a banger of a matchup, man. Clippers versus Warriors. I like Steph Curry today, man. Steph Curry's first home game, and he's dropped 20 plus one time this season. First game, he got 17. Today, he's dropping 30. I'm going to be honest with you. He's dropping 30 today. But I'm only taking the 15 or 20, okay? But I think he's dropping 30 today. I think Steph Curry is going to go absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bananas. Absolutely out of his gourd. Out of his mind on these Clippers. And I think this is going to be a Steph Curry game. It's the first game at home. I think they're going to be looking for Steph to score, and I think Steph Curry does score early and often. He's going against James Harden on defense, or maybe Norman Powell guards him. Either way, I don't think any of these players can keep up with Steph on the perimeter, off ball. He's going to be moving around too much, so he will get his shots up. And he's going to knock around 4 or 5 threes down easily today. I believe Steph Curry is going to get it done, man. I mean, Jamal Murray had 22 last night. If I think Steph Curry can't get more than Jamal Murray against the Clippers on a back-to-back, I'd be crazy. So I'm taking Steph Curry all day on a back-to-back where the Clippers barely escaped the Nuggets for Steph Curry to drop 20 on them easily. You can take the ladder of 25 plus. Steph Curry's good for it. If you don't believe in Steph Curry, then you don't watch basketball. James Harden, 15 plus points or 20 plus points. James Harden has been on a tear to start the season. I'm only taking the 15 plus points. The 20 plus you can take, but to be safe, I'm only taking the 15 plus because James Harden is passing a lot. So it might be a sweat to take the 20 plus because he is passing a lot. He will get his shot. He will get his shots up. Don't get me wrong, but he's taking it in an efficient manner now. Like, he's not just chucking up every time or throwing his step backs. He's really passing the ball. And the way they beat the Nuggets last night, the Clippers did look really good. And the way James Harden was passing the ball, man, it shows hope for the Clippers to actually have a decent season this year. So I like James Harden 15 plus, or you can take the ladder of 20 plus. I think James Harden has a good night against the Warriors. He usually does play the Warriors pretty well in the regular season. Let's not talk about postseason, but in the regular season he does usually play them well. So I like 15 plus or 20 plus. And then Zubac, after watching him play yesterday, you got to take him for his 10 plus or 15, man. Give the big man some love. That dude is doing his thing down there in the paint. Warriors are so small down there. I don't think anyone's going to match up to Zubac. He has this turnaround hook shot that was hitting so easily last night. It was like every time he got the ball down there, turnaround, hook shot, cleared, bro. So I like Zubac today to get 10 plus or 15 plus. My lean on the last 3 games. I like on the money line, all 3 of these teams. Call me crazy. Pelicans on the money line, Thunder on the money line, and the Warriors on the money line. Clippers coming off a back-to-back. I think they're going to come off a little slow. I don't think they lose by a lot, but I don't think the Warriors are going to lose their first home game. Buddy Hield's there. He's going to be splashing that. Andrew Wiggins is going to play a good game. Draymond Green is going to be all up in it. But Zubac could be the key factor. And he's probably going to drop 20 plus because there's nobody down there to guard Zubac. If they had Kevin Looney right now, then I would have more confidence in the Warriors for winning. But all they need is Steph Curry to me. Give me Steph Curry tonight. Steph Curry night. Steph Curry will go crazy. And that's my leans. That's what I like today. I might take on a separate slip all the money lines that I told you today, but I don't know yet. Pacers, Bucks, Blazers, Thunder, and Warriors. Those are my picks that I like, but these are the props that I like. So if you're trailing, comment down below that you're trailing. If you listened this whole time and you're here from the previous videos, much love. I really do appreciate it, man. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm trying to hit a partner in YouTube. It's been a long journey, and I feel like we're on the track to get there, man. We hit 500 subs quickly, and I did not expect that. I really do appreciate all of you guys, and share this to a friend. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Threads. We do post on there. And if you want to join the Discord, it is only $10. But if we sweep the boards, how about this? If we sweep the boards today, I'm going to give out the Discord, everyone free for the rest of the year if we sweep the boards today. And that means that you get a free Discord, and on top of that, you made some money today. That's a double whammy. If I had a whammy button, I'd hit it. But that's a double whammy. So, you guys have a great rest of your day. Good luck on football today. Good luck on basketball today. And anything you do in life, I hope you guys succeed. And I hope we get this W today. I hope we sweep the boards. And Michael Porter Jr., you braided, haired, you're never going on a slip. You're canceled for the rest of the year. I don't care if you drop 40 points, Michael Porter Jr., and you too, Al Horford. I don't care if you drop like you did 17 yesterday. I don't care if you drop 20, 50. I don't care. You guys are banned. And that's just it. That's just it. And I'm going to put a ban list in the comment section, the pinned comments. We'll have all of these picks. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.